Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with the Pastor. I'm Pastor John Woodin, and this is a ministry of Hollywood Faith Christian Center in beautiful Hollywood, Florida. We welcome you. Today we're going to start in John 13. So now I say to you a new commandment, not a suggestion, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this all will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. Well, that's what we've been talking about almost all week, is that we have to be the ones that they come to. We have to be the ones that the unsaved are looking for answers, because we have the answers. And it's about how do we make approaching us easy? Do we make it easy or do we make it hard? And people are looking for something that they can talk to somebody about because they don't know the answers. Now, what's interesting here is that this is part of the upper room discourse. Jesus defines Christianity and its main elements, but only after Judas leaves the room. If you remember in John 13, he says, "As whom I shall give a piece of bread when I have a dip." And having dipped the bread, he gave it to Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon. Now, after the piece of bread, Satan entered him. Wow. And Jesus said to him, "What you do, do quickly." And he leaves the room. Now, some of the disciples are thinking he's going out to feed the poor, but he knows he's going to betray Jesus to the temple officials. But it's very, very important here, because he doesn't talk about what's the essence of Christianity until Judas leaves. When Judas leaves, he imparts this to the other 11 disciples. And that's very interesting. And Paul writes in 1 Corinthians during the Ephesian revival. He's in revival in Ephesus, Acts chapter 19. He's in this tremendous revival. And yet he's reminding everyone in 1 Corinthians 13 that I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I have become a sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. So Paul is reminding the church at Corinth, you have to have love. You have to have, no matter what miracles that are going on, and all sorts of wonderful things were going on in Ephesus for a year and a half. But he said, that's nothing without love. And in fact, what's interesting is that Paul was actually First and Second Corinthians are written from Ephesus. But he actually, in 2 Corinthians, he actually is kind of nervous and worried that he was too harsh in the first letter to the Corinthian church. And it's really because he was in the middle of revival, and this spiritual energy was just flowing. You could sense it. And he's making sure that you know that love is so important. Our neighbors, our family members, our co-workers, they will not care about how much you know until they know how much you care. You have to love them, and they have to feel safe with questions. Is Christ's love evident in you, and how deep does it run in you? Well, that kind of puts it in a nutshell. We need to love, period, and be a good neighbor and a good friend. Then we will get an opportunity to minister the Lord Jesus. God bless you guys. And we'll see you again next time.